Hey y'all, what's going on? I know this camera ain't the greatest, and it's in reverse, so it kind of messed with me a little bit. But let's see here. See if anybody's on yet. Let's see if anybody's on yet. Nobody's on yet. Anybody on? Hey, who's on? I got one person. Let me see here. Got one person. Who's on? Who's on? Hey, Frizzo, what's going on, man? Do you have a question about living with cerebral palsy or disability? Write it in the comments, and I'll answer it as best I can. But I'm going to go to the questions that were posted on a previous post in my comments and talk about those real quick. Let's see. All right, so give me a minute, y'all. Working with technology, y'all know how it go, especially technology that don't work right. Let me see here. Let me see. All right, let's see. We got a few questions. All right, so first question is by a coworker. Uh, Her name is Yasmin Chapman, and I don't know if she's in right now or not, but you know, uh, but she says my boyfriend slash best friend in high school had cerebral palsy. One of his arms, his left, was bent, and he could not use it much. He was short of stature, and his legs were short. So it presents itself in different manners. Uh, yeah, it presents itself in different manners. Hey, Crabtree, what's up, man? I know I'm here for a moment. It's all good. You have a question? Put in the comments, man. You can come back to it. Um, there's my cat down here. Um, yeah, it presents itself in many different manners. Um, there is four types of CP. I wonder if I'm still on. If I scoot over, let me see. If I scoot over, let me see if I'm still on. I'm trying to work the technology, dagnabbit. Get on my nerves. All right, if I scoot over, yeah, I'm still on. All right, good. All right, so the type that I have is spastic cerebral palsy, and what that means, spastic CP is caused by damage to the brain's motor cortex, which controls voluntary movement. It's also caused by damage to the pyramidal tracts, which can help relay signals to the muscles. Yeah, I feel that all the time. Let me tell you, um, I feel that all the time. I tell my legs to do something, and they do the exact opposite, or they don't do nothing at all. Um, but the motor cortex is found on both sides of the brain, and the pyramidal tract connects to each side of the motor cortex. Damage to the right side of the motor cortex causes movement problems on the left and on the left side of the body and vice versa. So apparently I have damage on the left side because my right side is the one that's really has trouble. Um, and common signs of cerebral palsy, spastic CP, include awkward reflexes, stiffness in one part of the body, contractures, permanently tightened muscles or joints. Oh yeah, and an abnormal gait. I walk a little bit funny. Depending on what time of day it is, I walk a lot funny. You get tired and wore out. And there's other different types. There's a athetoid CP. About 10% of children are diagnosed with athetoid CP. It's non-spastic CP. It's characterized by a mixture of hypotonia or hypertonia, which causes muscle tone to fluctuate. That sounds very uncomfortable. Um, the main trait of this type of CP is involuntary movement of the face, limbs, or torso. Um, and they have a stiff or rigid body, floppiness in the limbs, problems with posture, and issues feeding. And You know, I eat all the time. You know, eat too much. Um, Ataxic CP, that is problems with balance and coordination. You know, I have that too. Sorry, thinking about all the time. Uh, Trying to do something and run into something or doing something crazy. That includes difficulty speaking. Sometimes I have problems with that. Depth perception. Sometimes, yeah. There have been some pretty funny moments with depth perception. And shakiness or tremors. I get it sometimes. And spreading feet apart when walking. I don't really do that, you know. So I don't really have that problem. And then there's mixed CP. And I think I have mixed CP actually. And I have spastic cerebral palsy with diplegia, which means um, one type of my or one side of my body or the lower part or the upper part of my body is affected. And in my case, the most affected part of my body is the lower part. And yep, so there's different types of CP. And I've seen and experienced it more severe, seen more people that have it severely, more severe than me, and people that don't really have it much at all. Um, and you can tell by how they walk, or you know, they may have a funny gait or talk a little bit more funny, but you know, that's pretty much it. And let me see who all is on. Yeah, it doesn't tell me who's on. How do I get to see who's on? There ain't no button. I know I'm live, you know. But I'm gonna go back to or put your questions in the comments down here on the live video so I can take a look at them. Um, and I'm gonna go back to another question here from previous. Uh, let's see. Let's see. Um, yeah, for Candace. Candace was a coworker of mine. I worked for a while. Hey, Sean, how's it going? Rachel, how you doing, lady? Um, Sean, how you doing, man? Got a kiddo keeping you up all night. Um, Hi, Miss Davis. Good to see you or hear from you. Um, let's see here. So, a coworker of mine from a job I had previously, for Candace, says my son has mild spastic hemiplegia. That's like me. He has braces on both legs. I did too. I'll get to that. He currently gets Botox injections every 6 months, and the Botox injections I never got. You know, I was diagnosed with CP probably 1985, probably end of '84, beginning of '85, and you know, Botox wasn't anything anybody heard of. You know, unless you was I don't know somebody that had a whole bunch of money or something, or they was experimenting on you or something. I don't know. But the Botox injections they help with the spasticity or the tightness of your muscles, the rigidity of your muscles. They relax them. You know, and yeah, they relax them, and so it helps with probably with pain and being able and excuse me mobilization things like that. I've never had them before. I know they burn really bad. That's what the kiddos that I work with have told me. But they say it helps a lot, and I don't know. For me, I take a muscle relaxer. I take 20 mils uh, a day, so and it helps all right. You know, I think it helps with just being comfortable, especially after a day of walking and moving and going and all that stuff. You know, it's kind of nice to be able to relax. You know, but stress is a real. What would you say? What would you say? Look, stress is a big, yeah, a big factor. Yeah, big trigger. Stress is a big trigger, man. It'll tighten me up pretty good and cause me pain. I get a lot of tension in my arms sometimes and the back of my neck get the tension headaches and my legs hurt. You know, but the muscle relaxers help a little bit. You know, I've been on those since high school, so it's been a while. You know, I'm old now, yeah. But I'm sorry the picture's so bad, but you know, um, and yeah, I had braces on my legs. I don't know. I wish I could put my mom on here. I wish I could get it on my phone so I could add my mom to the conversation, because she could explain some things too. Stop tearing the chair. Oh, never mind. That's the old chair. You tear that chair up. Go ahead, girl. Yeah. Um. Uh. What was I saying? Oh yeah, I had braces on my legs. I don't remember really when they started. When you're a kid, probably 4 years old. And I went through so many iterations. Um. So many iterations of braces, man. And what they are, they're these. They're made out of plastic usually, and they go on your legs or your arms or maybe around your torso for support. And yeah, that was pretty much what it is for support. To keep you, upright maybe better than you can by yourself, or say like I had a time where my leg was kind of twisted inward, and so they used the brace to kind of help bring it back to a normal position. And it's not very comfortable. It's rare that I ever had any really comfortable braces. Uh, Man, and by the end of it, they really sucked. Because they were really uncomfortable. Um, by the end of it, I was so active that they had to make them out of graphite, and it was like NASA grade graphite. Because I like basketball and things like that, and I was running and jumping and tearing them up, and we were. It got so bad that like I would tear them up, and my mom would just drop them off at the door at the what's it called? Dang, damn it, the prosthesis place. She just drop them off at the door with a note, and then they'd have some ready for probably by the end of the day or the next day, you know. And so yeah, and as I grew, I had to go in for fittings, things like that. Hey, Steven, what's up, man? We dream about that salsa, you know. Uh, but yeah, I used to be so active in them that I tear them up and they'd be ready for me by the end of the day, new pair, or the next day. But they got to the point to where they hurt so bad. This was probably 10th grade. They were so painful, uh, or 11th grade. They were so painful that I just took them off one day and I went to school without them. And the first day I remember it was so strange not to um, uh, have that feeling of the braces on me. But I did it. I kept pushing because I just didn't want to be uncomfortable. And by the end of my junior year, I didn't need them anymore. You know, uh, and I could just was pretty much like everybody else. I strengthened up my legs and do the best I can, did the best I can without them. And sometimes now I think if I had some, it would probably be helpful in some ways. But I don't know. I've gotten to the point where I'm old, so old that I'm just like I don't want to have to deal with that either. I got enough to deal with. But um, you know, hey, Miss Kathleen. Um, uh, Anybody got any questions? Put them in the comments if you got questions about cerebral palsy. I think this is something that's important and it's something I want to talk about. So, you know, um, let's see. And I'm gonna go back to another question I had from previous. Let's see. You know, well, let me talk to my friend Candace for a little while. She said she has a son that has mild spastic CP. The biggest thing for you, I wish my mom was here to offer advice, but just treat him like anybody else would want to be treated. Treat him normally, and don't hold him back because you're afraid, that he may be hurt or you're afraid that someone may say something or anything like that. He'll take care of himself, and allow him to do that. Allow him to make mistakes, allow him to find out what he's capable of, the stretching help. Yeah. No, it's not hereditary. Let me get to Miss Kathleen. It's not hereditary. This is actually it's not a congenital thing. It's a brain injury. And I guess I go back to it. I was born prematurely. And I was 2 pounds 11 ounces, if I remember. And I think during the process of birth, that's when the damage, the brain bleed happened, and caused the CP. So no, it's not hereditary. This is something that happens outside of your genealogy or lineage. Um, this is just something physical that happens to people, and yeah, it happens. Some people have it real bad. Some people have it pretty mild. So you know, yeah. So it's not hereditary. The stretching help. It helps, just by the time you want to do it, you're already tired and you feel fat from all the pizza you ate. You don't feel like stretching, but it does help. Especially if I did something strenuous all day and um, just stretch out a little bit, it helps a lot. Um, I found that for my feet, soaking my feet helps. Epsom, it's very relaxing. It helps a whole lot. Um, and I see why people do it. I really enjoy soaking my feet, and really helps. I have a TENS unit that I use sometimes. That's pretty helpful. Or I just ask my wife to rub my legs. Um, and do muscle relaxer meds have bad side effects? Let me read it. I know that they can make you drowsy because they do make you drowsy. I take them before bed most of the time. Just don't even say nothing. This sheet don't say nothing. Um, but on the bottle, it just says may make you drowsy, but it can also cause, like, if you accidentally take too much, it can make it to where your muscles don't really work very well, and you get the jitters and things like that. Sometimes you get headaches from it pretty bad if you take too much at one time. Sometimes, like, constipation. Sometimes it kind of does that. But the worst thing I've ever experienced with taking too much by accident, um, was just kind of like, can't really wake up too well, or just feel real groggy. But that's not too bad. I mean, just don't take them when you're getting ready to, like, go do something strenuous or something. But sometimes I have taken one, out of the 20 meals that I have to take, if I know I'm going to do something strenuous, because it keeps me from being in too much pain, at one time. Let's see. So yeah, sometimes there's not very many bad side effects unless you take too much. Or withdrawals is the thing. I have to wean myself off of it if I ever want to get off of them, because the withdrawals can be pretty bad. But that's with a lot of medication. So the swimming helps relax your muscles. I love swimming. I do. Swimming is great. The swimming itself, it feels good because it kind of takes the weight of gravity kind of off of my body, and it's kind of relaxing in itself. And I kind of wanted to go swimming right now that you said it, but yeah, I really love swimming. I always have. Thankful for camp, uh, a camp for people with disabilities. They really taught me how to swim. That was my goal for every year that I went, was to get better at swimming. And and really, I'm like the only person in my family that really does. So it's kind of fun to have that skill and to be able to enjoy it. But yeah, yeah, I'm gonna go back to my friend Candace. Again, like I said, just treat him like any other kid. Especially as a parent. He's looking to you for guidance, and just lead by example, and just let him learn what he knows. He'll learn what he knows, what he can do, and what he can't do, and what he can't do. Let him get stronger, let him grow, and he'll try it again. There was always somebody saying that he's not going to do this, or he's not going to do that, or you're not going to ever have a chance to do that or do that. Your body's not going to allow you to do that, and it may not, but there's a way around things. There's a way around. There's always a way. It may not look like everybody else, but there's a way. It may not look pretty, but there's a way. And that's one of the things my mom learned. There's a way. There's always a way. It may not be how everybody wants you to do it, but it gets done, and that's all that matters. Um, so yeah. So just you know, encourage your son and encourage yourself. You know, um, know that it wasn't your fault. That's the biggest thing. I think it wasn't your fault that your son has cerebral palsy, and it's just, hey, what's going on, Miriam? That's just how life is for people. Some people, and it's not your fault, and he's gonna do fine. You know, I've seen the pictures and videos. There's enough energy in the little man that he'll be just fine. You know, he got enough attitude and enough going on. He'll be fine. Um, but yeah. Oh, so yeah, Christy says, when are we gonna do lunch? That's Christy Bundy love asking. That's going. Yeah, Christy, we'll have lunch. If you want to ride down here, we can ride up there. You know, we're missing fork in the road big time. As soon as we can get out and be sure that traveling is all right, we'll be around. But anyway, um, that was the last of the questions. I'm telling y'all, ask me some questions in this thing. Don't let me just sit here and look goofy on camera. I really want people to understand and know. And you can ask me anything if you have questions about anything. You know, I'm really, you know, I don't care. You know, let's see. That's good to hear. I want to help put in a pool for Amanda to help with her muscles. Hopefully, you and your wife can join us. Hopefully next summer. Hey, that sounds good. That sounds really good. Have some fun with Amanda and you know, have some fun with your family. I would love to do that, Miss Heaton. Miss Dutton Heaton. I would love to do that, and I think she would enjoy it too. And there was another question that someone, uh, yeah, Mr. Glover. Mr. Glover is someone that Emily and I have met. Um, what would you tell me? What would you tell me that are waiting or wanting to get married? I think what you're asking, Miss Kathleen, is what would I say to someone with cerebral palsy who's wanting to get married? I think that's what you're saying. Um, well, what I would tell them is be patient, and just trust that there is someone out there that will see beyond, you know, what you present physically, and just don't don't try to force yourself into any kind of situation, because you know marriage isn't anything that we mandate in our own time. You know, I learned that the way that my wife and I came to be. I don't think it was anything that you would see in a movie. There wasn't any kind of like, I don't know what you say. There wasn't kind of like no, come here, yeah, come here, come here. You gotta talk. It's just the marriage part. You gotta talk to me. We gotta talk with the marriage part. You gotta talk in the marriage part. I know you don't like talking, but just be here. Yeah. Now, what would you say? We didn't have that whole like movie romance thing. It just kind of happened, didn't it?
No,
You know,
there was no pursuing or just trying to be this or that to impress the other person, and none of that.
none of that. It's just we're just two people that were liked each other, and liking turned into loving each other, and then loving turned into lusting. Just like, you know. Oh man. And I would say be patient. And I'll tell you how Emily came to be in my life. That was really, oh, okay, sweet. I love all the questions. Thank you, thank you. I get to talk about something I really know, so it makes me feel good. And don't apologize for any kind of offense. Just you know, offensiveness. I think I'm an equal opportunity offender. I'll offend you. I don't care what you look like. And honestly, it's just life is supposed to be fun. It happens. But anyway,
I'm really messily eating fruit back here.
there's a kiwi. Um, no, marriage. Like, okay, what happened to me with marriage? It was my last. It was like my last few moments. Um, last few moments of college. Like I was packed and ready. I was about to go off to the bus station. It wasn't that far from my dorm. And I sat there, and my dorm was dark. There was nothing. There was nothing of mine. The bed was bare. Everything. I just sat there, and I thank God for my college experience. And I was what 20, maybe 26 at the time. 20, yeah, probably 26 at the time. 27 maybe. And I was talking to God, and I said, and all my life where it starts, the feelings start of wanting to be with a girl. I've had, oh sweet, I've had uh, I've had so many opportunities and wants into wanting to be with a woman. Hereditary answer. No, it's not hereditary. It's not hereditary. This is a physical condition that happens, as a brain injury, basically. Um, you know, am I?
Mhm.
Sorry. Well, the chat popped up, and I don't want to lose it, but I don't know how to move it. Technology.
Yeah.
I don't want to lose it, but I don't know how to move it. Yeah, boy, I make a song about that. Yeah. Let's see. Nope, can't scoot it over. Okay, just put it down there. All right. All right. Questions? Yeah, yeah, yeah. But it's not hereditary. It's just something that physically happens to people. People can develop
Just
cerebral.
from any kind of brain injury,
Yeah,
right?
from any kind of
Yeah.
traumatic brain injury, you can develop CP even in old age if you have a fall or if you're young and you have an accident. It can happen. Oh, okay. Finish the marriage story. What was I saying?
I told you you're getting everywhere.
Oh, okay. Wait, I'm not physically, but in my brain.
Mm.
That's what you're saying?
Yes.
Oh, okay,
Yes.
my brain. My brain is everywhere. No, I'm just excited, y'all. I'm sorry. I'm excited. I remember. I was in my dorm. It was my last few minutes in that dorm. And it was pitch black. I had my luggage next to me. I was about to walk to the bus station, and I was talking to God. And I said, "Look, I'm 26 years old, and I've never been in a relationship, and I've never, there's people that I've really been into, and people that want to be into me, but they're afraid, or they just don't understand, or they just, they don't know. They don't want to. They don't know. And so I talked to God, and I said, if it ever happens, I'm good with that. And if it never does, I'm all right with that too. I just want to be a vessel for whatever it is you have for me. If I'm ever a husband, I want to be the best husband that you allow me to be. And if I'm not a husband ever, I just want to be the best person that I can be. And by you, I can do those things. And and I just it was a great experience of God. Just me and him, and me just relinquishing all those times I wanted to be with someone, and all that energy and frustration and not knowing. I just gave it to him, and at this time, Emily and I had kind of known each other. We had classes together, but we were kind of in separate circles, I guess. And but at this time, we were really just nice friends. It was nice to have somebody to talk to. She wasn't judging, or it was just kind of nice.
They both like to laugh at stupid stuff.
Yeah, we both like to laugh at stupid stuff, pretty much. And it just developed from there, really. Friendship just became talking every now and again until, man, we've been on the phone 3 hours. I was like, I hope we ain't got to pay for that because I ain't got no money. And it just developed from there, and I just believe that um, we both had given over our expectations and what we thought we wanted and be and would have. It just we just gave over to that, and then um, when um, give over to that, and it's just amazing, amazing to see how quickly God worked because He was like, "All right, you're ready," and I felt that in my spirit. You're ready. You're finally ready. You're not going into it with expectations and things like that. So, um, yeah, man. So yeah, that's pretty much how we got together. And marriage has just challenges like everybody else's. It's just some of my challenges are different. Um, and a lot of it's the same, but everybody has challenges. Sometimes my body's into getting out of bed, and sometimes it ain't. But I think that's everybody. But let's see. Yep, not hereditary. What about having children? Miss Kathleen says. Oh wait, no. Here's a question before that. Hollywood is now featuring more disabled characters, a la Breaking Bad. Theory of everything. I need to watch Breaking. I need to finish Breaking Bad. Do you have a favorite portrayal of a disability? Oh yeah. There's two. Three.
There's a scene more to that.
Oh, there's see more of that. I think it's more.
Oh,
Oh,
okay,
okay.
you're right.
Pardon my phrasing. No, you're good. No, you're good. Now, Miriam, there's. Oh, dag nab, you making me think, girl. Uh, there's Pumpkin. It was kind of a B movie, underground movie with Christina Ricci, and she was a sorority sister, and she fell in love with the guy that had CP, and everybody was looking at her and everything. It's just a funny, kind of awkward movie.
I've never heard of them.
I know. I think I'm showing you Pumpkin.
Well, there's a lot of movies I never heard of.
Okay,
That's one of them.
there's that one, and then there was another movie. Man, I'm gonna have to look this up. I'm a big movie guy, so I gotta know. You know, I gotta know what I'm talking about. Where did the movie thing at? All right, I don't even know the dude's name, man. What's that movie? Oh, Michael Sheen is in it. I like Michael Sheen. Um, Too bad Justin ain't on here. You can tell me. Um, let's see. Come on, Internet Movie Database. Hang on, y'all. Yep. Okay, here's Michael Sheen. Okay. Michael Sheen played a character that had cerebral palsy, pretty severe cerebral palsy. Um, and the movie was called something. Let me see. Coming. I know it is. Let's see. Be patient with me, y'all. Where are you? Nope. Yeah, it's pretty old. Um, oh, where's that?
Yeah.
Yeah, there it is. There it is. It's a movie called Music Within. And basically, he was a character with CP, and he was really funny. And his speech was really hard to hear and kind of understand. And he was befriended by a guy that was kind of a smooth talker. He was kind of a salesman, and he would pitch for people and things like that. And he just kind of showed this guy that was kind of full of himself that there's more to life than just being the best. They became friends, and one of my favorite scenes in the movie, the guy that had cerebral palsy was in a wheelchair, electric wheelchair, and they were going into a house, or no, they were leaving each other, and he's like, "I just got one last question for you. I really need to know." And the guy was like, "What's that?" And he said, "Does this wheelchair make my butt look big?" And that made me laugh so hard. And yeah, and there's another movie, man, that has disabilities in it. Forrest Gump, of course. I love Forrest. Um, just for his simplistic look at life. Um, Everything was meaningful. Uh, I love it. And there was another one that popped into my head, and I can't remember what it was. Dagnabbit. Mm, oh, the Peanut Butter Falcon. That was a good one. I loved it. That was about a young man that had Down syndrome, and he was a ward of the state, and he lived in an old folks' home, and he was always escaping. And his main goal in life was to be a professional wrestler. And he loved this wrestler. I forgot what the name was. I don't know, Iceman or something like that. And he went on to go on an adventure to find him. This was in Florida. This was on the islands down at the tip of Florida. And he went on this mission to go find him. It was funny how he snuck out of the old folks' home. His roommate was kind of a troublemaker, and they figured out a way using physics to. They had bars on the window, so they figured out a way to using physics to kind of bend the bars, and then they soaked him up with this nasty looking hand soap, and he slid out of the bars. Yeah, but eventually it's just a good movie, and so that was my favorite part. That's why I'm saying it. He slid out of the bars and he was running around the streets in his drawers. But but in the end, he finally got to meet his idol, and he actually got to be part of a wrestling match. And for those that don't know, most individuals with Down syndrome, because of their muscle structure, are very strong. And so it was pretty cool because at the end of the movie, he was wrestling like Jake the Snake as another character, and he lifted up Jake the Snake over his head and threw him out of the ring. It was pretty awesome. It was a great movie. I love that movie. And I really like that they're trying to uh, have more diverse characters in films, comic books, all the things that I enjoy, video games. But you can't go overboard. It can't be like, oh, here they go placating to us again. I was like, man, if it's a good character, if it's written well, if it's a good place to have one, go for it. But if you're just doing it because, like, hey guys, we put in the disabled person, yeah, it's like, this gets on my nerves a little bit. But yeah, those are the few movies that I've liked, and I'll let you know if I can think of the other one, Miriam. Let's see. Miss Kathleen says, "What about having children?" Um, well, people with cerebral palsy can have children. I know that. I've seen people that have children and parents have CP. For us, I mean, I don't think we actually would have a problem having children. You know, we get down pretty good. you know, but no, we don't really feel that we want to have kids. I mean, we can say that, but honestly, if God has wants to have us have children, He's going to have us have kids. You know, and that's just how it's going to be. But most people with CP don't really have trouble having kids. I'm not really sure about people that have really severe cases of CP, but people that I know and people that I've experienced, and I've seen parents that have CP. So yeah, you know, they can have kids. Um, let's see here, and let's see. Do you use Epsom salt for your feet, or do you soak into
Depends on what's hurting.
yeah, pretty much. Do you have any brands you prefer? Yeah. Yeah, I use Epsom salt. My favorite is
Dr. Teal's.
Dr.
That's at
Teal's.
Walmart.
Yeah, Dr. Teal's at Walmart. I like the lavender one, and there's also one is a green something that smells pretty good. It's the green one.
It's like eucalyptus or something.
Eucalyptus.
I
Yeah,
don't
that's
know.
it. Yeah, I love that one. It smells good. It opens up my nose too. Um, yeah. So yeah, I use Epsom. Sometimes I just soak them in my feet in the wash tub that I got upstairs. Or yeah, I'll throw it in the tub and lay back and watch a movie while I'm in the tub. You know, and if it's a big enough tub, yeah, get him in there too. Watch a movie in the tub. But yeah, we can't fit in a regular tub. No, ain't gonna happen. Anyway, huh? What you say? What you say? What you say? What you say?
My face is on camera. I don't like my face on
Your
camera.
face is on camera. Okay, well your face, your face is your face. It's okay. Let's see. When did you both know you liked beer? My wife really doesn't like beer. I like beer, and I knew I liked beer. When did I? My buddy Justin, my best friend, we're like brothers. We've been friends for almost 20 years now. He bought beer over to my mom's house. He stayed with us for a while when his parents had moved out of state, and he brought beer into the house. And I was like, well, let me get a shot. No, and it's pretty good. I don't know. I just like it. It's just nice, and the more you learn about the history of it, the more you respect it, the more that you learn that people really put their heart and souls into the craft. It just makes you like it all the more. And Emily like a couple of sours. I know Martin House Brewery
I like one sour.
did a sour that was really good. I don't know if you remember Derek. It was Stars Above. It was really great. So yeah, but yeah, beer's all right. I like beer. Let's see. Any other questions?
I love questions. Keep
I'm trying to get down. Look, it's
going.
okay. It's okay. We have time.
What was that?
There's time. What?
That one up there?
Right, right.
No.
Where?
When you just scroll past.
No, it was Miss Rachel.
Oh, okay. Okay.
Yeah, from the coffee shop. Yeah, she said mostly want to stop by and say I've always remembered you guys from the coffee shop. Some of my sweetest customers ever in my decade of retail work. You should know that you're both such a joy and a light in others' lives. Thank you, Rachel. That's what I strive to be in everything. So thank you. Yes, Miss Yasmin. It can be birth trauma or it can be an accident. We have one here. Oh, Leonardo, what's up, man? I figured out how to comment on here. Good. Has cerebral palsy ever become an issue during traffic stops or police encounters? Um, I had one incident in college where I was I was late. It was late. I had been on set working on sets. It was a Saturday. And I was there at 10 in the morning helping work on sets and didn't leave till about 2 that night from the theater department back to my dorm. And I guess he was like a new guy on the force, the campus police. And it was late though. I get it. It was late, and I was kind of stumbling around because the parking lot I had to cross was kind of the ghetto lot, and there was a lot of holes and I can't see nothing. That was back before cell phones had good flashlights on them or anything. So I'm trying to use the screen to see where I'm going. And he stopped me because he thought I was intoxicated. You know, um, and I was like, no, I'm not intoxicated. And he made me go into the little, I guess it was a little police station. I don't know what it was, like the campus police area. I was there and sitting there, and he was writing down an incident report. And all the things that he thought he had to do by the book. And then the police chief guy came in. Because I guess it was the start of his shift or something. I don't know. He was just checking on him because he knew he was a newbie, wanted to. And he's like, Parker, what are you doing in here? I was like, I don't know, man. New dude stopped me because he thought I was drunk. And he was like, oh, he's like, get out of here. I was like, all right, I'm going to bed. So I don't ever know what really happened to that dude. I didn't see him no more. So I don't know. He might have put him in donut duty or whatever. Yeah, I don't know. But yeah, some things have happened. Little things like that. I don't know. I've never really had a truly serious encounter with police. No, not anything too bad. I mean, I don't know. I'm pretty inconspicuous when I'm in a crowd or something like that. I guess as inconspicuous as I can be. Let's see. Any other questions? Oh yeah. Do you feel like you've missed out on anything in life? That's Miss Kathleen. Do I feel like I missed out on anything? Not anything I want. It's like not really. I mean, what can I miss out on?
Getting in trouble, apparently.
Yeah, getting in trouble really. I mean, I still have my little fair share of trouble, but it was always stupid stuff. Me and my buddy. I don't know if I want to say his name. Me and my buddy Joseph stole a giant box of toilet paper out of the music building one time, and it was funny because uh, we had trouble getting the box into the truck, and I don't know, it was pretty funny. Yeah, but no, I don't think I missed out on anything. I've had some great experiences. I mean, CP has opened a lot of doors actually. And you could either look at it as people are feeling sorry for you, want to give you something nice, or they really are inspired by what the challenges you faced and how you've overcome them. But I've had some good experiences. Before I got into choir and music and everything, it was kind of like I don't know, touch and go. I don't know what I'm doing. But I got into music and it just clicked. I don't know, it just made sense. Music made sense, choir made sense, and why I loved choir so much. I was a part of something that was bigger than myself, um, and everybody was there for the same goal. And there was no cerebral palsy, there was no black, there was no white, there was no man, there was no female, male. There was none of that. It was just we're here to make music and we're here to enjoy each other's company. And I don't know, it was just great. Nobody was anything except a choir member, except a brother or sister or friend, and I kind of missed that actually. And I was just Larry, and in high school, especially my choir director, Asa Lowe, he really tuned into what it is I needed as someone new to choir, someone yeah, I remember when we snuck out of Tarleton. Yeah. Man, we did some crazy stuff, especially with you, Thompson. Good lordy. Oh yeah. Oh yeah. But man, it's good to see you, man. Good to hear from you. Oh yeah. You brought back some good memories, dude. A lot of laughter and hoping that we wouldn't get in trouble. But um yeah, choir was a big part of my life, and a big experience. You know, just being a part of something more than yourself and something that's beautiful is really great. Making beautiful music, and a lot of it is sacred, so you get to praise the Lord at the same time. So hey, it's a win-win. And another favorite experience was I had to write for a scholarship. I had to write to the Racial Algebra Association, and it's a big association in America where they offer scholarships to people that have been through adversity. And I had won. I was nominated and won for my what do you call it? Uh, writing writings. What is it when you write something? Letter.
What?
My letter, I guess, that I sent in.
Essay?
Yeah, my essay that I sent in. Yeah, that's it. Yeah, yeah. See, that's why that's my wife. She
Yeah,
helped me out.
I'm traumatized with all the
Yes,
essays.
no, I had to write an essay for my scholarship, and I had won a spot. It was me and 107 other people. Or I was one of 107 people all across the United States of America that won one. Yeah, thank you, Rachel. Essay. I won the scholarship. It was $10,000 to go toward college, and the best part about it was to receive it. I had to go to Washington D.C. by myself. It was great, and my mom had to relinquish me to go to D.C. on my own. And it was a group of us, and we had chaperones, and all 107 of us. It was a really great experience. We got to mingle with one another and hear one another's stories. We went to fancy dinners. We got to meet all of the people that were sponsors for the scholarships. I got to meet Ben Carson before he was Ben Carson as we know him. We got to meet Clarence Thomas before Clarence Thomas as we know. I got to meet famous Amos, the cookie guy. I met Ed McMahon. That was awesome. Let's see, who else did I meet? Oh, there was a bunch of celebs that we met and people of high stature that we met, and it was just fun. It was fun seeing other people that have been through a lot of things that were just wanting to have a good time, wanting to meet other people, wanting to just be human, instead of being the thing that they're labeled as. That's a big thing. Don't be the thing you're labeled as, because it's like, hey, Chelsea, what's going on? Do you have a question for me about living with cerebral palsy and a disability? Um, yeah, but yeah, that was a great experience. Got to go to the White House during that time. Got to go to the Smithsonian museums. That was a whole day of just museums. That was so great. I wish it was now because I'm much nerdier than I was then. Um, and that was great. It was a good experience. I've had so many great experiences with uh, CP being something I contend with, but you know, they outweighed the bad experiences. I tell you that. And let's see. I know there's more questions. I know there was one more. Um, let's see. It was, they one in chat. Leonardo figured out how to do it right with the commenting. There was one by Mr. Glover. Oh, here it is. What was the most important or inspirational thing told to you by your parents? Um, my mom, she wasn't really. Oh yeah, the Olympics. I forgot about the Olympics, Mom. I don't really. I'm trying to remember it. It was 1993. I know that. I got to go out and throw down the first hockey puck for the Canadian versus American women's hockey team. And I don't know if it was like the Olympics or if it was like preliminaries or something like that. I don't know. But it was a very fun experience. Everybody was so good to me. I got to meet the ladies and just see them really go for something that they really were wanting to do as a hockey team on both sides, and it was a great experience. I got to go backstage and experience what it's like to be part of something like that. And they gave me so many souvenirs. I had so many pins and jackets, and I got a hockey stick with everybody's autograph on it, and from the American team, and it was just a great experience. It was a good experience. I wish I could remember it all, but I loved it. It was awesome. But let me get back to Mr. Glover's question. What was the most important or inspirational thing told you by your parents? Um, my mom wasn't really one to say things or tell things. She was more lead by example. Um, and if she would say something, you get your butt up and go do what I tell you to do. that was it. But she led by example, and we strengthened each other through that way. I was an example for her, and she was one for me. And yeah, I don't know, Mom, did you say anything that you remember inspirational or or important? I'm trying to think, Mom. Man, God's got you. That's one that you've told me many times. Um, and really, again, she just led by example. She's a tough lady, man. I don't know anybody that could have done some of the things and dealt with some of the things that she dealt with, along with having a child with CP that's just had surgery and is in a body cast and can't walk up the stairs by himself in the second floor apartment. So you got to carry him up by yourself. Yeah, I remember that. I remember my mom carrying me up the stairs in that body cast. There are many memories of my mom's strength. and the strength of those around us. My mom may have not said much; she led by example, but others said things. My father wasn't around that much. I visited him in summers and things like that. The one thing that stuck out to me that he said to me, I don't know why, but they had this dog, and they would forget about the dog. It was a big old dog, big old Rottweiler, and they would forget about her. And my dad looked at us one day, and he said, "Did you eat today?" And we said, "Yeah." And he said, "Well, the dog hasn't." And that really struck me. It's like you should have respect and responsibility for those things that can't really speak for themselves per se, um, and for those things that can't speak for themselves. And I guess that's why I love working with the special ed kids so much. They don't really have a voice. A lot of them don't. You have to really kind of guess or observe to know what they want or what they need. And I feel like I can give a voice to those that can't speak, that have and deal with disabilities. Um, and so yeah, what my dad told me that day. Has the dog eaten? No. Have you eaten? Like, yeah. Well, the dog needs to eat too. I'll never forget that. That really struck me. Um, really hit me about responsibility and respect for the things that you have and what you need to take care of. Um, and I don't know. I miss my dad. He died in 2003. Um, I wish I could talk to him. Emily hears that a lot. Hey Megan, I know Justin crazy. I'm just Justin crazy. I miss him. You know, uh, we were such a crazy group. I miss that so much. Um, but yeah, that responsibility. Everybody has one, and be sure you take care of it. And yeah, so my mom didn't really say much. She led by example. And if she did say something, you know, it probably needed to be said. Like better, push yourself, do it. Don't let anybody hold you back. And don't even let yourself hold yourself back. Do what you do. And I don't know. It just her trust in the Lord having His hand in my life. You know, and just letting me kind of learn what I need and how I work and how you know. Um, hey Mariah, let me see. I missed it. Um, oh, thanks though. She did. You're right here. You know.
Yeah, would you repeat? You're still talking.
Oh yeah, I don't remember what I was saying. Okay, what was I saying?
Um,
Oh yeah, my mom just letting me learn who I am on my own and for myself. That's important, and I think that's important. Candace, that's the biggest thing. Let your son learn who he is through this and with this, and don't try to make him be a certain way or, you know, just let him be who he is and he'll figure it out, let's see, how do you feel about person first language? Does that mean like, instead of saying that person has this or he has this, um, saying Larry contends with, like,
I think isn't it like saying the Down syndrome kid versus the person with Down
oh, is that what you
syndrome? Is
mean?
that
Like,
what it is?
person with Down syndrome versus Down syndrome kid or kid that has Down syndrome?
Uh,
I think that's what you mean, if that's what you mean. I think it's respectful. I mean, anybody wants respect, I mean, you don't want to be known as the, you know, like taco crazy girl or nothing like that. Yeah, yeah. You want to be known as Mariah that likes tacos, veggie tacos. Um, yeah, but same thing. I'm like, I don't want to be known as the well, one of my favorite experiences, the kid that has polio. It's like, yeah, I have polio. That's not even what I deal with. Get it right. If you're gonna insult me, get it right. Um, but yeah, first person language. I think it's just all about respect. You know, and unfortunately, it seems like it's for people to make themselves feel better. It's like I feel better by saying it this way, so I'm gonna say it this way. You know, um, sometimes it gets on my nerves though. It's like, like I know what I am, and I don't need you to remind me. Sometimes that's something that I really like talking about. You know, I say it all the time. It's like I know I have to deal with this. Don't remind me. If you have questions, ask your questions, but you don't have to stand there and look at me or point at me and be like something wrong with him. He didn't come out right. I mean, things I've heard. You know, um, I wonder if he's retarded. I hear that whispering behind me sometimes. And I don't know, yeah, because part of me is like, yeah, I'm kind of dumb sometimes. Yeah, I'm goofy, and I make jokes, but I have to. That's my biggest coping is making jokes because I know what I look like and I know what I deal with. And if you don't like me talking about it or joking about it, then that ain't my problem because I'm the one dealing with it. So if I want to make jokes, I'm making jokes. Um, but yeah, um, I think that's what you mean by first person language. If not, hit me up and ask me, and I'll let you know. Um, let's see. Trying to make the computer work. Computer ain't working. Yeah, there you go. Since you like museums, do you have any favorites such as the Perot or the local ones? Have you been to the no, I never went to the Perot Museum, and I'm not like really into museums or anything like that. My wife is, yeah, and
I'm not into them enough to actually go.
you know, I
I
mean,
do like when I end up at
yeah,
one.
end up at one. It's kind of like going into another world. I guess that's what I like about it. But we did go to the local one here,
The Bell
the
County
Bell County
Museum.
Museum. It was very
That was
interesting.
kind of neat.
Yeah, the history of Bell County is very interesting. And I think I found some relatives in the history of Bell County, so that was pretty cool. Quanah Parker is pretty sweet. Um, yeah, but yeah, no, hadn't really done much museuming. Let's see. We love you guys. I love seeing all the veggies, tips and tricks, and homegrown love for each other. Yes. Oh, that's what you mean. Okay, sweet. Yeah, I see you down there, Mariah. Woo! Yeah,
Yeah.
I know what I'm doing. Sure don't. Um, Remember when you wanted to take karate? I found someone who would teach you while you're on a walker. Yeah, I remember that. Going to really put you on the spot. Oh, okay, go ahead, Chris. Um,
No.
yeah, go ahead, Chris. Hey, Josh, what's up, man? Yeah, I remember karate, mama. Shoot, I remember karate. I wish I could do it, man. I can barely walk upstairs, but I wish I could do it. Still, there's someone I follow. Oh, that's an easy question, Chris. Excuse me for the gas. I got gas. Little baby got gas. Baby got gas. Um, yeah, I remember karate. That was a lot of fun. Yeah, we found a teacher, Miss Debbie. I'll never forget her. She taught me while I was on a walker, and I got off the walker because of her class. So yeah, it was a lot of fun. Let's see. Chris Hargrove, gonna put you on the spot. He says favorite Marvel movie. That's easy. My favorite
He
Marvel,
said best one.
best Marvel movie.
Slightly
Oh,
different.
the best Marvel movie. My favorite one is
That's not a
my favorite one is Captain America, Winter Soldier, and the best one I think is Infinity War. So, or Infinity War. I forgot what the last one was. What's the last one?
uh,
I don't know. The one where Thanos wins. That's the one I like. And yeah, who's the best Batman?
who's the best?
Oh man. Physical Batman or animated Batman? Yeah, that's the truth. I really dug Ben Affleck. I wish he would do it some more, man. I really dug Ben Affleck. What? Why are you shaking your head? I really dug Ben Affleck. I just liked it. He seemed like somebody that was really tortured about the fact that he has to do this. And it wasn't as like stylistic as Tim Burton. Tim Burton's like a whole nother world. And then Christopher Nolan was just kind of like the realistic version of Batman, I guess, the more grounded version of Batman. And I appreciated that just because he took a fantasy aspect of something, and yeah, I like Affleck. You better leave me alone. Um, so I appreciate all Batman.
Batman.
But I don't know. Ben Affleck just really did it for me. Christian Bale all the way. I guess I mean. I like the concept, but Christian Bale was just
I
like,
don't know if I liked Christian Bale, but
yeah,
I liked that series.
yeah, I like the series,
Well,
but
up to a point.
Bale was like, okay, yeah, I get it, and I enjoy it, but I mean, if it was between still practice her art, do you still practice your art?
Uh, maybe once a year.
Once a year, Man, you know how it is, Josh. Man, everybody gets jobs, and we can still be friends. I hope so. I hope so. My best friend and I've been friends 20 years. We became friends over Batman. Um, I had on a Batman shirt, and he had on a Batman shirt when I came to class, my music theory class, for my first day of college. And then I told him I had socks and underwear on too, and yeah, we were best friends after that. So yeah, Batman has been a big part of my life. Um, anyway, Affleck, yeah. So still do art once a year, you say?
Yeah, like maybe
Yeah, man.
when I get really inspired and not swamped by life.
Yeah, you art. Mhm. I like when she does art. It's inspiring to me. It makes me want to do something creative. I wish I could draw. I ain't never drew nothing. Yeah, ain't nothing worth nothing. But yeah, any more questions, anybody? I think that was all. Any more questions about cerebral palsy? We can talk about Batman anytime. You know. Any more questions? Let me look up here. See if there's anything. Oh, all right. Oh, Are you going to grow your hair or your college hairdo out again?
All right, now that Chris is on here, we're gonna be off topic for a while.
Am I gonna grow it out again?
Oh, it depends on how
No, that's
far
it.
back your
Yeah.
hairline wants to be when you still
Hey,
have a
I know.
ponytail.
Had that ponytail look like I'm windswept because
You're gonna look like
my hairline, look at that. This
you'll
is
be looking like
fading.
Stevie Wonder.
My hairline is fading. Let's see. What advice would you give to a kid with a disability who has high aspirations for their life? Um, Advice I would give is like, don't let anybody discourage you, not even yourself. You're gonna have tough days, but that doesn't mean that it's impossible. Nothing is impossible. It's just difficult. And and there's always around difficult. There's a way around difficulty. It may not look pretty, and it may not be like everybody else, but
You may not end up where you thought you'd be either.
exactly, you may not end up exactly where you thought you'd be, but you're on your way. Oh, you're all right. That's not a serious question. I had some other two serious questions. I had some other questions like that. I would say you can do anything. Just be ready to not do it like everybody else. Don't be worried about what you look like. Um, uh, and Josh, don't worry about what you look like to everyone else. Just know that you can get it done, and it may take a little while to get it done, and it may not look pretty, but you got it done, and that's all that matters. So yeah, and don't be afraid to hold yourself accountable, and uh, and always respect yourself. You know, and respect yourself so you can uphold yourself to that respect. And to the respect of others. If you want to learn to respect yourself or respect others, uh, learn to respect yourself. And there's no one else like you. That's the biggest thing. That's for anybody, not people with disabilities. There's no one else like you. No one else like you. And that is really important for people to know. You need to know, and you need to accept it. You need to be all right with it. You need to love the fact that there's no one else that is you. So, and that's my motivation a lot of the time. There's no one else that's me. Um, let's see. Um, let's see. Josh, do you guys still go to Beer World? Any new beers
Beer
to
world.
recommend? Wait, World of Beer. Actually, Josh, it is now called Beer and Brats, and we no longer live in Arlington, so no, we haven't gone in a while. But if there's anything I can recommend, Shiner has a very light and easy. It's a wheat beer, and uh, it's kind of a Hefeweizen wheat, and it's called Weizen Easy, and it's brewed with dewberries from Texas. And the
Can I
dewberry,
taste that one?
I think so, and the dewberry taste is really light and easy, and it's a light beer, so it's not
That's
too
pretty good.
not too fat. So Shiner Weizen Easy, look it up, check it out. They got it at HEB. Let's see. I've seen some of Emily's posts. Did she come into sewing as a kid, or did she pick it up later?
I don't know what year I started. What was it, like 2015?
What was the first thing you made?
Oh,
Okay.
the quilt was one of the first things I made.
Yeah, so when was that?
I think it was 2015.
2015?
2014, 2015 is when I started. And I started because I saw some really cool fabric, and they had really cool fabric online.
Oh, yeah.
I thought, oh, maybe I should learn to make stuff.
Yeah.
So I can use this really cool fabric.
Pretty much, man.
And then I got involved at a sewing shop in Arlington called So Fabricated. They're not in business anymore, but they were really cool and very encouraging to, especially to new people just learning how to sew. And they let me use their room because I didn't have any room to do anything in our apartment.
Sure did.
And so, and it was just a fun group of people that we'd all sew together, and I learned a lot doing that.
Yeah. Yep. She made me some boxers. They're awesome too. Let's see. I'm looking forward to the interview too, Chris. I gotta write some questions out, but all right. So, any more questions? I'm gonna give you 2 minutes to ask them. If not, I'm going to bed. Sure am. All right. Who's on here anyway? Wish I could see. I don't know how to work Facebook. Facebook don't know how to work Facebook. Um, hey, Karen, and Mom, everybody. Well, I guess that's it, y'all. Everybody doing all right, though? Hope so. Hey, y'all want us to do this again? That's a question.
What time?
I don't know. Talking about anything. Hey, Jesse. Jesse Lynn, niggas, George. Hey, Jesse, I gotta say, though, you and your husband, man, y'all got some nice arrangements going on in them songs, man. He be rocking that bass. For real. Oh, yeah. I love it. Yeah. If you guys want us to do this again, let us know. Any Netflix recommendations? Oh, I don't really get on Netflix that much. Nah, I got an Amazon Prime one though. um, let's see, Amazon Prime recommendation, Homecoming, man, that show crazy. Yeah, I got into that. I was half asleep to watch something. I saw the preview for it, and I was like, dang. Um, all right, we're gonna do this again. What's Tuesday? We're gonna do every Tuesday.
Next Tuesday.
Every Tuesday.
Then you come up with
A topic. I don't know. I talk about anything.
Oh, you
Talk about anything. Talk about action figures or how much I love pizza. You know.
We tell you all the pizza and burgers.
Yeah, pizza and burgers, the best place to eat in Arlington, best place to eat in Belton, that kind of stuff. Or yeah, I want to do it again. Let's see. Hey, Mr. Vaughn, one of my coworkers there. Um, Homecoming is great. I know, man. Yeah, that show crazy.
Anyone new joining us? We're just jacking around now.
Oh yeah, but if you have a question about cerebral palsy, once this video ends, you can always put it in my comments or put it on my page, and I'll be glad to answer it. Um, so yeah, I want to do this more often. I want people to know, how do I make a platform about, I guess I could make a YouTube page. Fishing.
You could, and ask Mary, Mark from Meriwether's World. He does a live thing every morning. Now,
really?
Now that he's not working
I ain't
regularly, but
I ain't doing one every day.
He does Meriwether's World.
I ain't doing
every
it.
Wednesday. So he does stuff like
this. Okay, all right. Everybody wants to know about the fish behind me. I did not catch that fish. My father-in-law caught that fish, and from what he told me, what he can remember, what he can recall out of the cobwebs, it was a great fun catch. We were there last night in the spot that he caught it, and I caught a few fish last night. It was nice, but I did not catch that one on the wall. This is not my wall. This is my father-in-law's wall. It's a beautiful wall.
It's brown.
It's a big, beautiful wall. Oh my gosh. Anyway, y'all get that later.
Wow.
uh, yep. Um, yeah, that's not my fish. Anyway, yes, please. I'm showing this to my daughter. Tomorrow she has ADD. Oh, cool. She wants to be a special agent, like a government special agent, like a spy. I want to do that. CIA. Yeah. Oh, man. What kind of special agent? I want to know. I want to do something like that. Uh, yeah. I want to be a special agent. Yep. Yep. Does it ever talk back? No, Miss Yvonne, it's not that kind of fish. Um, it'd
A real
be kind of
fish.
cool if it did. We can talk about fishing. I don't know much about fishing. Hey, for the fishing episode, I get my father-in-law in here. Yeah, I know you're watching. Talk about fishing and how you have so many tackle boxes you don't know where stuff is. Yeah, yeah. Yes, FBI, sweet. Oh, do it, man. Do it, do it, do it. Um, you can do anything, man. That'd be cool. Be part of the FBI and tell everybody you're part of the FBI and don't nobody believe you. You know, you know. So yeah, think like Criminal Minds. Oh, sweet. Okay. Hey, Catherine. Um, Criminal Minds. Catherine Sweet. Yeah.
Hey.
Hmm. I wish I liked TV. I don't watch TV that much. You know, I watch a lot of movies. And Man, the Jaws 4K came out today. Yeah, I'm ready.
Oh, I'm gonna get started on a whole new topic
No,
now.
no, we can talk about. How about? Have you made any new cute clothes lately? You should go get that dress.
Uh,
That dress. It's on
the
the.
one I made for my birthday?
It's on the chair upstairs.
Oh, I see. I shared that one already, but
Did you?
I
Um,
can.
is that the latest one you did?
Yeah, that's the last thing I did. I'm working on a new skirt that has moths on it. It's cool,
Cool.
but
Mothy
I have
skirt.
too many projects going on
Yeah. I want her to make me a kilt.
right now.
A kilt.
No, I want to finish that skirt. I'll share.
Yeah, well, it's 9:45, y'all. I gotta go take meds and get ready for bed. My wife gotta go to work tomorrow, so it's our wind down time. I think I'm gonna do this every Tuesday. Ain't nothing going on Tuesday. Probably a little earlier than eight. Eight. What time everybody eat dinner?
Yeah, we don't want to get into anyone's dinner
Yeah,
time.
what time? I saw probably 8 o'clock. How about that? Instead of 8:30. So 8 o'clock. And let's try to get the kids to bed and all that stuff. I know how that is. Well, not really. Trying to get the cat to bed. Yeah. She says she loves her clothes.
Cool.
Yeah. Yeah, my wife's styling. More styling than me. I just need a Ninja Turtle
This is
shirt.
my new style.
Yeah, with the flower. Yeah. Nice. I love it though. I've been obsessing about the flower. I got on late, so I did not hear. Where were you born with CP, or did you develop it later? Yeah, I was born. Oh yeah, were you born? I was born with it. Or it happened during labor, so pretty much. Um, and yeah, I've been that way all my life, so I don't know any better, and I'm glad I don't. So, um, I can't imagine if I knew better, and then it was just man, something like that happened. But I guess something like that can happen still anyway. So you know, um, so yeah, I appreciate my life, and just try to respect it, so you can enjoy it and enjoy it. So going to miss y'all next year. Where are you going? Yeah. Where you going? Where you going next year, Miss Yvonne? What? Did you quit? I
New story.
don't know. It's okay. Yeah, but no, it's just great life for me, and I don't mind it at all. And I don't know. I just want to share about my life and about how God has really been an integral part of my life. And yeah, I'm gonna do that. You know, and Bronco. Okay, you're going to the Broncos. All right. I got you. But yeah, cats are easier to put to bed. Ha! They already sleep. They already sleep. Shoot, they looking at you to go to sleep. Uh, yep. But anyway, all right, y'all.
She is looking at us. She probably wants to know that.
Where are you, Granny? Where you at? Where you at, Granny?
She's behind the chair.
Are you behind the chair? You behind the chair, girl?
Aw.
No, no. Yep. So if you ever feel lonely, get a cat, a good cat. Yeah, cause you get a crazy one. Now, Rennie boy, if there's ever any trouble, she's ready to come talk to you and roll around and let you pet her and stuff. That's the best thing, man. She don't expect anything except food and a clean box. You know. Hey Ray, what's going on, man?
Speaking of which,
Yeah,
I
yeah, gotta clean out our boxes. Yeah, we gotta go clean out boxes and get ready for bed. So we signing off.
all
We're
right.
gonna do this again next week, Tuesday at 8. If there ain't nothing else going down, and I'll let y'all know if something happens. And I think what I'm gonna discuss, at least start off with the topic. I don't know. I'm feeling movies, so let's talk
Mm,
about some movies.
that's the thing you know best.
Yeah, the thing I know best. I know that more than anything, and that's kind of sad. I was like, but if you really think about it, I spent a lot of time in the hospital. So immobile. I spent a lot of time immobile. So I had movies and comics and video games. And so that's what I know. So yeah, I'm gonna talk about movies next week. Next Tuesday at 8. And yeah, Whataburger soon. For real. I've been trying to get everybody on that, but ain't nobody talking. So, you know, uh yeah. So yeah, next week movies. Don't let me forget. Y'all, don't let me forget. Yeah, don't let me forget.
Okay.
I'll make a note on my phone for next Tuesday for movies. Yeah, it's gonna be good, man. I love talking about movies.
So you
Uh,
gotta make your list.
I'll make a list. Oh yeah, I'll make a list. I already know what
Mhm.
my favorite one is.
Oh,
So
I
yeah,
know.
so I'll make a list and we can talk about it. And Chris, you better be on there. 8 o'clock Tuesday. We're gonna talk about some movies. And get what's his name? I don't even remember what his name
I
is.
can't remember anyone's name right now,
Yeah,
but I know who you're talking about.
yeah, Chris, your boy. Your boy. I forget what his name is. Your homie. Your
Yeah,
homie from Sunday school.
yeah.
Yeah. Get him on here. So anyway, all right, guys, we signing off.
Robin, who's the
Yeah, Robin's husband. Robin's husband. Madison Daddy. Yeah, that guy. Anyway.
It's
With
bad that neither of us can remember right now.
Mr. Osborne. His name Robert.
Yeah.
Paul. Chris. No wait.
No.
What's his name? Anyway, we signing off for one of us end up passing out trying to remember somebody's name. Bye y'all. Have a good night. Peace out.